Well, hello artists, welcome to the Impossible Kingdom. I'm going to be using my Sketch-A-Mole cards today, playing a solo round of the silliest family drawing game. I have watercolors. I have 140 pound paper, super thick. If you have just regular paper, that works just as well. As long as you're drawing, that's all that matters. So I have my pencil, watercolors, I have brushes, Sharpie markers. Use whatever you have. Crayons, bring it on. I'm gonna get into these cards. As some of you know, there's 6 prompts on each side of this card. Depending on which way they turn, you never know which word is gonna come up. So you kind of spin them like that, and then whatever comes up, you gotta draw it. So again, whatever I flip, you can draw 1 or 2 or 3 things. You can draw extra things if you want. I'm gonna pick 3 of these cards, see what comes to mind. Let's go. So I have hamburger, and out of here, I have birdcage, and last card, let's see, spaceship.
A hamburger, birdcage, spaceship.
All right. Get your imagination cranking. I'm gonna do a preliminary sketch, so whatever comes to your mind, you draw that. Let's draw together. Let's have some fun, good energy, and get it on your canvas. Let's go. So what's going to be the main kind of shape or image? So if this was an animal, what's the spine or what's the main kind of anchor? I think the whole thing's going to be a spaceship. A birdcage, that's pretty big. Birdcage is like that. Maybe there's two identical bird cages. Maybe they'll even have a little bird in here or something. But there needs to be a hamburger patty in here with lettuce and stuff we can color, and then cage bars like that, and then the spaceship. So all we need to do is add on some booster rockets or something like that get this thing going. You know what? We don't even need this bottom. We don't need that bottom on there. So I'll draw it. Yeah, this bottom bun we don't need. So I'll just draw like a bottom bun down here. It'll be metallic. And the top bun, so it'll match. So it'll have 2 buns. And then the bird cage up here will be the top. We'll have a little bird in here, and then we need to put hamburger patty and stuff in here and a booster rocket. Okay, since I'm right-handed, I usually draw stuff facing left.
If you're left-handed, you're probably gonna draw it facing right.
You can draw whichever way you're comfortable with. I'm gonna get this onto my watercolor paper though. Here we go. I'm gonna draw it this way just so I can have some big flames coming off of here, wherever that is. So I want this hamburger bun here. And then there's gonna be seeds, of course, on it. We'll put those back in with white probably. And then right up here, we're gonna have the other hamburger bun to match. This is a picturesque hamburger bun. I'm gonna have this be a metallic spaceship. So it's gonna be shaped like a hamburger with metallic parts. Have you ever seen Flight of the Navigator? Man, way before I was born, that movie was still a stupid movie, but it's about a kid who goes and steals a spaceship somehow. And there's an alien and like animals and creatures and stuff on the inside. You wonder where I get my weird ideas from. Too many hours alone as a kid. This is gonna have a similar metallic look. And then on top, I'm gonna put this bird cage. So the top has to be here. It'll be a wide. It'll still have the top little hanger clip thing, and then in here we're gonna have a bird standing on here. All right, and they're really rocking. So their hairs or their feathers are back like that. They're going into space warp or whatever time traveler stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm too interested in my burger rocket. I'm actually gonna cut in here in the bottom bun, and I'm gonna put the boosters right there. So spaceship, this is gonna go on here. And in my world, outer space, you can still have flames. All right, even though I guess in reality, you can't. I don't live in reality very much. All right, so this hamburger bun goes like that. Top hamburger bun goes like that. And then we need to have the middle, this hamburger patty. Ooh, with cheese. You gotta have that cheese on here. I'm drawing it first. That cheese is gonna go like that, because it's a cheeseburger, you know? I'm way too excited about cheese on this burger. Actually, there's gonna be 2 pieces of cheese. That's how excited I am. Okay, burger looks pretty legit. And then, even though a lot of people don't like it, we're gonna put lettuce sticking out like that, and yeah. And then maybe I'll put, just for fun, I'm gonna put ketchup on here like that, or it's the secret sauce or some kind of whatever burger place you go to. That's what it is. I call it ketchup. That's what I put on mine. Ketchup.
I put ketchup on it.
I like ketchup. Now see, if I had redrawn it, I would have drawn it lower. Now that I know the bird cage had to be higher. That's what's wrong with drawing fire first. Should I draw this again? That's what we'll do. To balance it out, I'll put a planet down here. There we go. Ha! Fixed it. There we go. Okay, that fixes it. That helps. I like that better. And then I have more business here. So now we're in outer space. I have the pencil artwork done. Now, again, I cheated, added a planet down here so that it was a little bit more balanced because I thought it was too high. So I'm gonna take my black Posca, line this thing. We're gonna get some color on here and get this thing signed off on. And again, if you don't have Poscas or big markers, you can use just extra thick crayon, or you can use whatever you have. There are no rules except to have fun. Okay, so I have this leafy. As an adult, you're required to have lettuce on your hamburgers. So unfortunately, okay, there's our cheese. Right above that cheese, I'm gonna put some green so you know that lettuce is all over the place. It's a very dressed up burger. And then here's our sauce. It could be campfire sauce. What is campfire sauce? Is that somebody, I hear somebody say that? Campfire sauce is basically mayo and barbecue sauce together. It's pretty tasty. Sometimes you can actually sneak some ketchup into that. That tastes pretty good too. All right, so I have 2 exhausts on here, kind of like an old school car. I like to keep my fire real cartoony. So this whole thing, I'm trying to keep looking like a piece of metal, but I'm actually gonna lean this cage just a little bit so it looks like they're flying really fast. And then these lines, I'm gonna put here so it doesn't hit my bird. And then I'm gonna draw my bird. There's the little loop that you would hang the cage from. And then up on top is this stick with the wooden dowel. Bird's probably too big to kind of be in here, but I won't tell anybody. And please don't ask me what kind of bird this is. I have no idea. Other than outer space bird. Looks pretty fun. Okay, and then Saturn, or whatever this is coming back around. I'm gonna put this here. Just that. Sorry, I know these rings are horrible, but some kind of planet that they're flying away from. And then I'm trying to figure out, the front of these need to kind of go with this streamlined look. Kind of like a blue whale, I think. And then I need to remember to put sesame seeds on here. Erase. All right, now I can see the line I missed. All right, so I made a little more interesting here. So I'm done inking. I'm gonna get some color on this. Again, I'm using watercolor. I think this bird should be bright yellow. I don't know why. Canary in a coal mine or something. So I'm gonna color this pretty easily today. I'm gonna put this gray on here on the ship, and then I'm gonna line it. I'm gonna line it with maybe I'll make this gold. The exhaust here will be gold. That'll be good. I'll come back and put the actual metallics that I have on there. If you don't have metallics, that's fine. Just use what you have. I'm gonna add just a slight amount of blue to this, like a bluish gray. Hamburger. What color is hamburger? Brown. Meat. Do I have a meat color? Yeah, it's kind of meaty. Terracotta-y looking color. It has to be able to fly, so that's a pretty good meat color. I'm gonna add some orange to the ends. A little separation there. And then green lettuce. What do we have here? All this neon green. And again, I told you I was gonna line this whole thing. A little yellow on here, a little darker green. This planetoid thing down here needs to be colored in some neat fashion. So I'll put orange dust rings on there. Let's see, if I had thought about this for a second, I would have made this a rainbow. There, now it's a rainbow. Oh, we need that sauce. The sauce is gonna be blood red. And then can't forget that cheese in here. Cheese will be this, needs to be kind of this color, I think. So it looks kind of good and fakey. Could be white cheese, I guess. And then the fire back here, the impossible fire, like that. with some orangey red. You ever look at a fire and see that like bluish purpley? I think that's because there's chemicals in the fire or the wood, whatever you're using. So the preliminary color is on here, and now I'm gonna attempt to color this. So let's see here. I'm gonna start with this lettuce. Get some of this green going on here. I also need to get my little rag ready because it pulls some of that heavier color off if you need to bring back the white. It helps to bring some of that back. I'll do this reddish sauce here. We'll call it ketchup. Sure. Next up, after the sauce, I'm gonna do the cheese. After the cheese will be the fire because it's a similar color. So this cheese is going on nice. There's that. Oh, actually I'm gonna do this bird real quick. Bird will take just a second. So it's a brave space bird. All right, that's done. Trying to get fire to look like fires. A little tricky. All right, fire's done. Next, I'm going to this planet. I'm gonna do a couple rings here. I'm getting all the orangey color first, and then the dark blue here. I know the dark blue will take over, just because that's part of knowing your tools. It's not always easy to predict, but that's kind of cool. All right, we get this planet rolling here. Lots of water. I want it to be lighter so that the rings show through. And then I'm gonna pull some of this color off so the planet's not as dark. I get this gold here on these pipes. And again, I'm gonna go back with my markers and try to shape these a little bit. And pull a little of this color and put the planet through here. That way you can see it through the rings. That's kind of cool. Now you're gonna get this silver, gray, blue going. And then on this, I'm gonna actually put the color in the direction it actually goes. So I like to add blue to grays just because I always have done that. It is like your magic eraser with watercolor stuff. Blue is a cool color, meaning not warm, and it will take and make something look colder sometimes. So I want the metal to look really cold, so I added blue. You could have added orange, I guess, to it also. Either way, makes it the opposite way. It'll make it look warm. It's not what I was going for, so I wanted to make sure it looked cool, temperature-wise and otherwise, right? Cool and, hey, that's cool. This stuff makes it look a little more uneven, so it looks a little more real, I guess. You know what I just thought of? What if, I'm gonna pick some of this color up here. I'm gonna put this in the bird cage so that maybe he has a glass on here that we didn't know about. There, just like that, he has glass. Ha, I'm basically just darkening the edges of this thing and not the middle. And then I will also take this gray and color this in this middle top ring. There we go. Don't worry, the bird is safe. See? Now I can go back in here. Oh, I didn't color the patty. Color that patty. And then with this, just trying to throw a little shape under these things here. I'm gonna connect this hamburger patty. I'm gonna color this hamburger patty, I should say. This is an interesting hamburger. If you're trying to spread this color more quickly also, make sure you have plenty of water on there, because otherwise it don't like to spread. And if that's what you're trying to do, that's kind of fun. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is, almost second to last thing here, a little more gray to shape a couple of these things. Anywhere I need a shadow. Don't usually want to use gray on meat, but today I am adding a slight shadow on all this. But in general, gray meat, probably not the best tasting sandwich. Clean out that brush, squeeze a little water, it dries out, we're all good. So now I just need this, I have a gold Posca pen. Shake it up. I want to make sure that these have their proper shine. I even put some here in the rings of the the planet. Maybe it's golden cheese as well. There we go. Silver. That's what this whole ship is. So on here, I'm gonna put it along all these lines. I want some in this bird cage. Put some like it's catching a highlight on each of these little lines. Whatever will help it look like it's metallic. When I woke up today, I did not think I would be drawing a spaceship with a bird in it and hamburger. Well, that's about all I'm gonna do on my hamburger spaceship bird cage. I hope you like how yours turned out. If you drew this, awesome. I hope that you keep your imagination open and working. We will see you next time. Please subscribe and let me know you're watching these things. I'll keep making them. We can draw along together and have some fun. We'll see you next time.